Imagine you're standing at a crossroads in life. One path is crowded, noisy, and full of distractions. The other is quiet, clear, and leads straight to your goals. Most people choose the first path without even realizing it. Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is like a map that guides you to the second path, the path of focus, success, and balance. In this journey, you'll discover habits that not only change what you do, but transform who you are. So sit back, because in the next few minutes, we're about to uncover the 7 powerful habits that can completely reshape your life. Chapter 1. Be proactive. Picture this. You wake up in the morning, and before your feet even touch the ground, your phone buzzes with a negative message, or someone says something that ruins your mood. Many people let moments like this control their entire day. They react instantly, driven by emotions and circumstances. But Stephen Covey tells us there's a better way, a way to take back control. Being proactive means realizing that you are in charge of your own choices, no matter what's happening around you. Life will always throw challenges your way. Traffic jams, rude comments, unexpected problems. But between what happens to you and how you respond, there's a small but powerful space. In that space lies your freedom to choose. Proactive people focus on what they can control: their attitude, their words, and their actions. Reactive people, on the other hand, spend their energy blaming the weather, the economy, or other people. Covey introduces the circle of influence and the circle of concern. The circle of concern contains all the things you worry about, but cannot directly change, like the news, politics, or other people's opinions. The circle of influence contains the things you can do something about: your habits, your health, your work, your relationships. Proactive people invest their time and energy in the circle of influence, which naturally grows over time, while reactive people waste energy in the circle of concern, feeling powerless. For example, imagine 2 employees in a company that's struggling financially. The reactive one complains every day, spreading negativity, while the proactive one focuses on finding solutions, improving skills, and adding value. Guess who's more likely to succeed when opportunities appear? Being proactive is about shifting from "I have to" "I choose to." Instead of saying, "there's nothing I can do," you start asking, "what can I do right now?" This habit is the foundation of all the others in the book, because until you take full responsibility for your life, no real change can happen. It's like holding the steering wheel of your own ship. Storms may come, but you decide where you're headed. Chapter 2. Begin with the end in mind. Before starting any journey, it's natural to know your destination, because sailing without a clear direction might keep you moving, but not necessarily toward where you truly want to be. In life, many people get caught up in constant activity, only to realize later they've been heading somewhere they never intended to go. This is where the second habit reminds us. Success begins not with speed, but with clarity of direction. Beginning with the end in mind means having a clear vision of who you want to become and the future you're aiming for. It's like drawing your personal map before you start moving, making sure your path aligns with your values and long-term goals. Stephen Covey emphasizes that this habit is about living intentionally, guided by what matters most to you, not just by circumstances or other people's expectations. One of Covey's most powerful exercises is to imagine your own funeral, a thought that may feel uncomfortable but is incredibly eye-opening. Picture your family, friends, and colleagues speaking about you. What would you want them to say about your character, your achievements, the way you touch their lives? This exercise shifts your focus from short-term gains to deeper, lasting contributions. For example, A person who values being a present and inspiring parent will make career choices that protect family time, even if it means turning down a high-paying job. Someone who wants to be known as a fair and ethical leader will act with integrity, even when it's inconvenient or costly. This habit is not just about writing goals on paper. It's about building a life that reflects your vision every single day. When you know what truly matters to you, decisions become easier because you have an inner compass guiding you. In the end, the goal isn't just to stay busy, but to stay busy moving in the right direction. Chapter 3. Put first things. First, many people have clear dreams and well-written plans, yet find their days slipping away on tasks that don't truly move them closer to their goals. This is where the third habit comes in, the real-life test of the first two habits. After taking responsibility for your life, habit 1, and defining your destination, habit 2, it's time to organize your daily actions so they consistently lead you in the right direction. This habit is about time management, but it's far more than just schedules and to-do lists. Stephen Covey introduces the time management matrix, which divides tasks into 4 quadrants. 1. Important and urgent. Crises, deadlines, and immediate problems. 2. Important but not urgent. Planning, relationship building, personal development, health investment. 3. Not important but urgent. Interruptions, unnecessary meetings, last-minute requests from others. 4. Not important and not urgent. Excessive entertainment, aimless scrolling, pure time wasting. The key is to live most of your time in quadrant 2, focusing on important but not urgent activities. This is where a balanced life is built, where you prevail. Chapter 4. Think win-win. In life, many conflicts arise not because people have different goals, but because they see success as a limited resource. If someone wins, the other must lose. Habit 4 challenges this mindset and opens the door to a completely different way of interacting with the world. Thinking win-win. It's about seeking solutions where everyone benefits, creating outcomes that strengthen relationships rather than destroy them. Stephen Covey explains that win-win is not a naive or soft approach. It requires courage, integrity, and a balance between courage and consideration. People who think win-win don't compete destructively nor settle for one-sided victories. Instead, they look for agreements or solutions where all parties feel valued, respected, and rewarded. To make this habit practical, Covey introduces the emotional bank account, the idea that every relationship is like a bank account. Trust is the currency. When you deposit respect, honesty, and kindness, your relationships grow stronger. Withdraw too much through selfishness, dishonesty, or neglect, and the account empties, leaving conflict and resentment. Win-win thinkers focus on making deposits consistently, ensuring that cooperation is possible even in tough situations. For example, imagine 2 coworkers vying for a promotion. A win-lose approach would push one to undermine the other, but a win-win approach encourages collaboration. Perhaps one focuses on a project that highlights their strengths while the other takes on complementary tasks and both gain recognition. Chapter 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Many conflicts and misunderstandings in our daily lives arise not just from differing opinions, but from superficial listening or the urge to respond before truly understanding others. Habit 5 calls us to reverse this approach. Before speaking or judging, we must first understand the other person. This means not just hearing words, but grasping the emotions and motivations behind them. Stephen Covey emphasizes that effective listening goes beyond merely hearing. It requires focused attention, observing body language, empathizing with feelings, and showing genuine interest in what the other person is saying. When people feel truly understood, they are far more willing to listen to you. Creating dialogue that is productive, positive, and constructive. To apply this habit, Covey introduces a model of empathic listening. Listen with genuine intent to understand, not to plan your response. Strive to recognize the other person's emotions and motives, even if you disagree. Restate what you heard in your own words to confirm understanding before sharing your perspective. For example, in a work meeting, a colleague may be frustrated about a project. A reactive person responds with defensiveness or anger. Someone practicing habit 5 listens first, seeks to understand the source of frustration, and restates it. I understand you're concerned about unclear responsibilities, is that correct? This acknowledgement often reduces tension and opens the door to collaborative solutions. This habit is closely connected to the previous ones. Be proactive, habit 1, gives you the ability to consciously choose to listen instead of reacting. Begin with the end in mind, habit 2, helps you clarify your communication goals before speaking. Put first things first, habit 3, ensures that active listening is prioritized in important relationships. Think win-win. Habit 4 makes understanding others a step toward mutually beneficial outcomes, not merely asserting your own opinion. Practicing this habit transforms how you interact with others. When people sense that you genuinely listen, they trust you, are more receptive to your ideas, and conversations become clearer and more effective. Habit 5 makes deep, fruitful relationships possible and fosters a collaborative environment that supports long-term success. Chapter 6. Synergize. In daily life, many people focus on individual efforts and see others as competitors or obstacles. Habit 6 invites us to think differently. True power lies in cooperation and synergy among people. Through collaboration, we can achieve results far greater than what each person could accomplish alone. This habit builds on the previous 5. It requires being proactive, having a clear vision, prioritizing effectively, thinking win-win, and listening deeply to others. In daily life, many people focus on individual efforts and see others as competitors or obstacles. Habit 6 invites us to think differently. True power lies in cooperation and synergy among people. Through collaboration, we can achieve results far greater than what each person could accomplish alone. This habit builds on the previous 5. It requires being proactive, having a clear vision, prioritizing effectively, thinking win-win, and listening deeply to others. Stephen Covey explains that true synergy happens when differences are combined positively. Not everyone thinks the same way or has the same skills, but when we integrate these differences wisely, solutions and innovations emerge that could never be achieved individually. This is the essence of one-on-one Sounder 3. The outcome exceeds the sum of the individual efforts. To apply this habit, you need to value diversity. Everyone brings unique perspectives and strengths, and respect and appreciation build trust. Listen openly. Deep listening, habit 5, ensures you fully understand others' points of view before attempting to merge ideas. Think creatively together. Collaborate to find new solutions rather than settling for compromises or limited approaches. For example, imagine a project team with members from different backgrounds. One excels at analysis, another at creativity, and a third at execution. If each works individually, the project may be limited. But when the team brings together their skills and ideas harmoniously, the result can be an innovative project that exceeds everyone's expectations. Habit 6 also strongly connects to the previous habits. Be proactive. Habit 1 gives you the courage to contribute your ideas and engage actively. Begin with the end in mind. Habit 2 ensures the team's ultimate goal is clear and agreed upon. Put first things first. Habit 3 helps focus on the essential tasks that create synergy. Think win-win. Habit 4 ensures collaboration is fair and beneficial for all parties. Seek first to understand. Habit 5 ensures that all viewpoints are heard and valued before working together. Mastering this habit transforms teams and relationships into a true source of power. Collaboration becomes not just an agreement, but a continuous creative process that produces better outcomes and fosters a personal and professional environment of sustainable growth and shared success. Chapter 7, Sharpen the Saw. After learning to be proactive, begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Think win-win. Seek first to understand and synergize. We arrive at Habit 7, Sharpen the Saw. This habit represents the foundation for maintaining all the previous habits and making personal growth and continuous improvement an integral part of daily life. Without renewing yourself regularly, the other 6 habits can lose their effectiveness over time. Just like a dull saw becomes useless if it isn't sharpened. Sharpening the saw means caring for 4 key dimensions of your life. 1. Physical. Maintaining your health through proper nutrition, regular exercise, and sufficient sleep. A strong body provides the energy needed to tackle daily challenges with confidence and efficiency. 2. Mental. Continuous learning, reading, acquiring new skills, and solving problems creatively. An active mind allows for clear thinking and better decision-making in both personal and professional life. 3. Emotional, social. Building healthy relationships, communicating effectively, and managing stress and emotions in a balanced way. Strong relationships provide support and motivation for ongoing growth. 4. Spiritual. Reflection, meditation, and living according to your core values. A renewed spirit provides inner balance and reminds you to live aligned with your goals and vision. Stephen Covey emphasizes that regular investment in these 4 areas makes a person more resilient, capable of achieving sustainable success, and able to enjoy life more fully. For example, someone who takes care of their body, mind, and spirit consistently will be better equipped to handle work pressures, make sound decisions, and build strong relationships that support their goals. Habit 7 ties together all the previous habits. Be proactive. Habit 1 gives you the discipline to maintain consistent self-renewal. Begin with the end in mind. Habit 2 helps identify the most important areas for personal growth.